Welcome back, guys. Angelic Podcast, another episode for football, soccer. I'm going to be alone. Okay, so guys, of course, when I do my episodes, I always like to know what I'm going to start with and whatever. But there's this one quote. I thought about doing it at the end, but this quote has been living in my mind rent-free. So I said, fuck it, let's do it first. So it's a quote from Piers Morgan. Yo, I fucking hate that guy, as you guys know. His quotes are fucking crazy. But yeah, so let's start with this quote from Piers Morgan. Let's start the episode on a good foot from Piers Morgan, on a quote from Piers Morgan. He said, Messi walked the World Cup final. Ronaldo would have scored a hat trick. Yo, Piers Morgan, I'm getting sick and tired of your ass. I'm making all these ludicrous claims. I'm talking all this shit. Piers Morgan, I'm sick and tired of your ass. Like I said, you know nothing about football. I don't know why you keep chatting all this shit regarding Messi and Ronaldo. It's zero football IQ, and you've been really getting on my nerves. Yo, Piers Morgan, man. Fucking bro, I put these fucking gloves on. Piers Morgan, pull up. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of your shit. Pull up, broski, pull up. I thought about bringing boxing gloves, but the thing with boxing gloves is I cannot grab you. It's only striking and hitting, right? So I want to grab you also. I don't want to just hit you. I want to grab you also. I want to feel your breath on my neck while I take you down. No homo, no diddy. I want to feel your breath on my neck, no diddy, while I take you down, while I manhandle you like Khabib versus McGregor, that fourth round. I want to manhandle you just like that. And then just before I submit you on a headlock, I just want to whisper in your ears like a nice little guy, shh, shh, shh. Piers Morgan, go to sleep, baby. Go to sleep. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing. But yeah, Piers Morgan recently, bro, with all your ludicrous takes, your ludicrous claims regarding Messi, regarding Ronaldo. Yo, broski, you're really bro, stop talking about football. You're really getting on my nerves. Pull up. I'm gonna send you the address. Just pull up, broski. We're gonna handle this like how man used to do it back in the good old days, in the fucking 1950s, 1940s. We're gonna handle it like real men and stop talking all this fucking nonsense, Piers Morgan. Jesus Christ. This quote, man, oh my God, bro. This quote, this take should be illegal and should be, literally punishable by law. It should be illegal. It should be illegal. It should be punishable by law. You should get a sentence like maybe 1 or 2 years in jail just so you can refresh your mind and re-clarify your thoughts inside your own brain. Because broski, and I'm quoting Piers Morgan again, Messi walked the World Cup final. Only saying that is fucking stupid. He was the best player that game, in the final, and also in the entire tournament. Lionel Messi was the best player by far. And then you had to add Ronaldo would have scored a hat trick. First of all, Ronaldo in the 2022 World Cup, if he was to play in the final, he would have done jack shit, just like he did nothing against Morocco when Portugal got eliminated. What about that game? He did nothing. He didn't score a goal. He didn't help Portugal. He was substituted on. He didn't do nothing. He missed 2-3 opportunities. And then Portugal got eliminated against Morocco. So they got butt-fucked by Morocco. And you're telling me right now that Ronaldo would have scored a hat trick against France, against prime France in 2022 final World Cup. Broski, you're losing some brain cells, Piers Morgan. Like I said, I'm sick and tired of your shit. Pull up, broski. We're going to do a classic MMA fight. That's how it is. Okay, so guys, let's restart this episode. I had to get that off my mind because that was such a ludicrous claim from Piers Morgan. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, so let's see what's on the agenda. Okay, so guys, I recently, my birthday was this Tuesday, 8th of July, turned 25. This is my first episode as a 25-year-old. I'm 25, who cares? Feels the same. But Saturday, the July 5th, my friend, shout out Jacob Mallet, shout out Simon Medeiros, Dorado, shout out those two, my best friends. They bought me tickets for my birthday to go see Lionel Andres Messi with Inter Miami against Montreal. So for people who know, I live in Gatineau. Gatineau is 2 hours away from Montreal. So broski, for my birthday, he bought me that. Jacob Mallet, Dorado, Simon, je vous adore, je vous aime comme des frères. Merci beaucoup. C'était, comme je te dis, Jacob, c'est le meilleur cadeau de fête que j'ai jamais reçu de ma vie, man. C'était fucking insane. So yeah, guys, like I said, that game was insane. Best birthday gift I ever received. And that game, Messi went fucking crazy. And I'm so happy that he went crazy that game because my good friend, my good brother, Simon Medeiros, Dorado, aka Dorado, he's a Messi hater and he's a Ronaldo fanboy. So I'm so fucking happy that Messi, that game, went fucking crazy in front of Dorado, in front of Simon Medeiros. He went crazy. Just so Dorado can see him play like a fucking magician on the pitch. And you saw his 2 goals were amazing. His 2 assists were amazing. That one pass he made, with the vision, bro. Just that one pass that Messi made that game. We all know which pass I'm talking about. It didn't end in a goal, but it could have ended in a goal because the player who received the pass from Messi, he hit the crossbar, he hit the woodwork with it. But still, that pass, man, that first touch pass from Messi, that vision. Dorado, you saw greatness that day. You saw Ronaldo play once, but it wasn't as close as how good Messi was. Messi, that game was fucking crazy, bro. Holy shit, he went crazy that game, Messi, man. 2 goals, like I said, phenomenal goals. 2 assists, phenomenal assists, both of them. And that one pass, man, holy shit, bro. Yo, Messi, I just want to add that even now, a 38-year-old Messi who just turned 38, how old is he, 38? 39? No, he's 38. He just turned 38 this past June, 24th of June. Lionel Andres Messi is still currently the best player on planet Earth. I said it. Why? Because it's a fact. He's still the best player on planet Earth. If you don't want to take my word for it, take Vitinha's word for it. Vitinha, one of the greatest, if not the greatest midfielder on planet Earth right now currently. And he said, and I'm quoting him, he said that Messi is still the greatest player on planet Earth. And he said it after having played against Messi when PSG played against Inter Miami in the Club World Cup. He said it, like I said, word for word. Messi is still the greatest player on planet Earth. And he is. There's Lamine Yamal, amazing. Kylian Mbappe, amazing. Jude Bellingham, phenomenal. Cole Palmer, amazing. Dembele, sensational. Desire Doué, phenomenal. Bradley Barcola, insane. You name it, Messi's better than him. Even now, at 38 years old, he's still the greatest player on planet Earth, man. And like I said, if Messi would be playing in heaven, I would die just to go see him play. I said it. It had to be said. If Messi was playing in heaven, I would die just to go see him play. That's how fucking great he is. That's the greatness of Lionel Messi. And let's talk about his aura. When I saw him live this past Saturday against Montreal, his aura. That's the 6th time I saw him play in my life live. I saw him once with Barcelona, once with PSG, 3 times with Argentina, and once with Inter Miami. So I saw him play under every team he ever played for, under any jersey he ever wore, PSG, Barca, Argentina, and Inter Miami. And I saw him 3 times with Argentina. And every single time I see him, man, that aura, like, it just gets better with age. It's like fine wine. It gets better with age. His aura just gets better and better. That's the 2nd time I saw him as a World Cup champion after winning the World Cup. I saw him once last year, again for my birthday. And now I saw him this year for my birthday again. God keeps blessing me with games I can see of Messi on my birthday. Thank you, God. It's like the best blessing you can give me. So that's the 2nd time I saw him as a World Cup winner. Once with Argentina in the Copa America semifinal against Canada in New York, New Jersey, more precisely. And then now in Montreal. And his aura keeps getting bigger and bigger, man. His aura is fucking crazy. It's phenomenal. You feel like a force field around him. It's crazy, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it's like beautiful. It's sensational. It's phenomenal, man. I don't know what else to add. I don't know what other word to add to his beauty, to his sensationalness. I don't even know if that's a word. I don't know. I just invented a word. It's like magnetic. It's like a force field. It catches your attention. It talks to you. It speaks to you. It hugs you from a distance. It makes sweet love to you. No homo, no diddy to you. But it's phenomenal, man. And like I said, man. Okay, next topic. Yeah, in the Club World Cup, it's coming to an end. It's going to be PSG against Chelsea in the final. And just to back my claim again that Messi is still the greatest player on planet Earth. In the Club World Cup, as overall rating, Messi finished with a better overall rating in the Club World Cup than Mbappe and than Vinicius Jr. two of the greatest players on planet Earth currently, and Messi still ended with a better rating than them. Messi ended with a 7.6 rating that entire tournament, and Mbappe ended with a 6.8 rating, and Vinicius ended with a 6.7 rating that tournament. I mean, only haters cannot see the fact that Messi is still the greatest player on planet Earth. He is. It's a fucking fact. And, I mean, in the Club World Cup, he was phenomenal. Now, Inter Miami was shit. They were shit. They are shit. They don't play well. But Messi is phenomenal. Busquets is also really, really good, man. Wow, Busquets, man. He's still phenomenal, man. Suarez, Suarez, he was phenomenal in his prime, but then he fucking started going down. But he played well against Montreal. He played really well. And Jordi Alba again, is really, really good. But yeah, so this Club World Cup, what I realized, man, is Real Madrid need a real change. What? I'm not sure. I mean, they got a new manager. It's not Carlo Ancelotti anymore. It's Xabi Alonso now. And Xabi Alonso did amazing work with Leverkusen. He was phenomenal. So he proved himself as a manager. He's really, really good. They went and got probably the greatest right back on planet Earth, him and like Hakimi. They got Trent Arnold. And I mean, Real Madrid, they're one of the greatest teams on planet Earth on paper, but when they play, man, they need to make some serious changes. And I feel like the problem is still in the midfield. Toni Kroos said it once, I can quote him, he said that Real Madrid are lacking a midfielder like me. But the problem is there aren't many midfielders like me, if there is one currently right now on planet Earth. They're lacking a Toni Kroos. They're lacking a Luka Modric. Real Madrid right now. I think that's what their main lack is, because offensively they have amazing players, bro. Fucking Rodri, Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vinicius. I mean, they're stacked up front. In defense, they're stacked. They just got Trent Alexander-Arnold. They got good defenders. I mean, they got good midfielders. Bellingham, Valverde, Camavinga are amazing, phenomenal. But they don't have that creative midfielder. They don't have it. I know Bellingham is really, really good, but he doesn't have that Luka Modric touch in him. He doesn't have that Toni Kroos touch in him. He doesn't have that Iniesta touch in him. Like I said many times, I love Bellingham. I'm a big, big Bellingham fan. I love him. One of my favorite players on planet Earth. But he's a bit of a workhorse. He is. You know, he runs a lot. He's very good offensively, very good defensively. On the wings, wherever you can. He's like a very versatile midfielder, a very complete midfielder. He can defend, run, shoot, dribble, whatever. But he doesn't have like that footballing. He has good footballing IQ, but he doesn't have it to create as well as Luka Modric could, as well as Toni Kroos could, or as well as Andres Iniesta could, or Xavi Hernandez, or Andrea Pirlo, or whoever. Real Madrid, they're missing a midfielder like that. That's their main problem. And this Club World Cup, I mean, they got dominated by PSG. They got fucking wrecked by PSG. Man, 4-0, was it? Yeah, 4-0, right? They got dominated the entire game. I don't know what's the problem at Real Madrid. I mean, they're still one of the greatest teams on planet Earth, but they're not what they used to be, and they're not what they should be, considering all the players they have and considering that they're fucking Real Madrid, the kings of European football. That's who Real Madrid are. And they got dominated by PSG. PSG, man. I don't know what to say, what else to add. PSG, you guys are the greatest team in Europe right now. The greatest team in the world. Next year, I feel like the only team that can maybe compete with you guys is Barcelona, FC Barca, if they're getting better with Lamine Yamal getting older, Pedri, and every other player who's really young. They're just going to get better and better. But I still feel like PSG are still the greatest team in Europe, man. And they just proved it in the Club World Cup. They're going to play the final this Sunday. This episode is going to be probably out Saturday. And the 12th of July. The final is going to be played on 13th of July against Chelsea. But Chelsea don't stand a chance, man. I'm sorry. I have many fans, many brothers who are Chelsea fans. But I'm sorry, broski. They don't stand a chance against Lucho Enrique's PSG. They're way too strong. They're stacked up everywhere in defense and midfield and attack. Goalkeeper is phenomenal. They're amazing everywhere. I mean, Chelsea just don't stand a chance. Real Madrid didn't stand a chance against PSG. And I'm sorry, man, for all my Chelsea fans out there. I love Chelsea, but PSG are going to destroy Chelsea in the final. Maybe I'm going to be wrong. It's only one game. Like I said, anything can happen in one game. But I think PSG are just too good, and they're just too dominant on the pitch, man. And their players, man, are phenomenal. And if I might add, the Ballon d'Or winner has to be a PSG player. I mean, they won the league. the domestic title, Ligue 1. They won the European title, Champions League. Now they're gonna win the world title, Club World Cup, quote unquote world title. It has to be between Dembele and Vitinha. Now, I would prefer for Dembele. I feel like Dembele deserves more the Ballon d'Or than Vitinha. But it's between those two for the Ballon d'Or because Vitinha is phenomenal. He's the best midfielder on planet Earth with Pedri. Those two are the best midfielders. And it has to be a PSG player, man. I'm sorry to say it, but I don't want to see Lamine Yamal win it, even though I'm a Barca fan and I fucking love Lamine Yamal. It has to be a PSG player, man. It has to. They fucking dominate it. And I don't want to see a Barca player win it. I don't want to see a Real Madrid player win it. I don't want to see a Liverpool player win it. I know in the beginning of the season, there was big talks regarding Salah winning the Ballon d'Or, but I don't want to see Salah win it. I don't want to see any Liverpool player win it. I don't want to see any EPL player win it. I don't want to see any Serie A player, any Bundesliga player. It has to be a PSG player to win the Ballon d'Or. And if I'm being even more precise, it has to be Ousmane Dembele. If not Ousmane Dembele, then Vitinha. But it has to be Ousmane Dembele first. That's a fucking fact. And the Club World Cup, man, I feel like... Did FIFA fumble with the Club World Cup? I mean, half-half. Should the FIFA World Cup have happened? In my opinion, no. I feel like the players deserve more of a rest. And the Club World Cup, I mean, all my friends who are big football fans, including myself, we watch it like half-half because you have teams from Saudi Arabia playing. I mean, I'm sorry, but no one wants to watch them play. They're shit at football. You have random-ass teams from America, from any part of the world. So, of course, we're not going to watch them play. But it was nice to see, you know what, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Inter Miami with Messi, to see PSG, to see all these big clubs. So, of course, it's nice to see. But I feel like the players, the big players, like from Real Madrid, PSG, whatever, they all deserve a break. Because, I mean, this past season, they played like 80 games, close to even maybe 90 games. So I feel like they deserve a rest. But, hey, we all know the FIFA Club World Cup was only a money grab for the FIFA Federation, the FIFA organization. It's only a money grab, so, but hey, it happened. So I'm like so on the FIFA Club World Cup. I know there's many pundits, many journalists, many media personalities, many coaches, many players who are more on the yes side and some who are more on the no side regarding if the FIFA Club World Cup should exist. But I'm like half-half, you know, if it's there, why not? If it wasn't there, I wouldn't really care. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, we're missing a FIFA Club World Cup. Nah, not really. I just wouldn't give a fuck. I just enjoy my summer and wait for the next season to start. But yeah, like I said, so thoughts on Vitinha. Say yeah, like I said. Okay, so guys, let me give you some news regarding the top 10 national teams I'm ranking in FIFA in soccer. So first is still Argentina. And if I gotta say, I still think that Argentina are still the greatest team on planet Earth, the greatest national team on planet Earth. And second is Spain. So in my opinion, Argentina and Spain, like I said many times, they're the favorites to win the 2026 World Cup. I hope it's Argentina under Lionel Messi, just so Messi has 2 World Cups. That would be fucking crazy. But Spain have high chances. They're really good. So first and second, first is Argentina, second is Spain. Third is France. And I still think it makes a lot of sense. France, man, are really good. They're lacking in midfield, lacking a bit in defense, but their attack is probably the greatest attack on planet Earth. I mean, Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Bradley Barcola, Desire Doué. Holy fucking shit. I mean, those 4 are phenomenal, are crazy good. They have a better attack than Spain, because Spain, they have Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. But yeah, but still, if you have Mbappe, Dembele, Desire Doué, and Bradley Barcola, I mean, you have 4 world-class forwards, and then Spain, you only have Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. So, of course, France's attack trumps Spain's attack. Argentina, now, Messi will probably play more like an offensive midfielder in the 2026 World Cup, but still, you know what? Fuck it. If there's Messi still starting in the Argentina squad and Julian Alvarez, Argentina have a better attacking front than Spain, because than France, because just Messi is still better than Mbappe, he's still better than Dembele, and he's still better than Desire Doué and Bradley Barcola. So Argentina have the best attack, still have the best attack in the world, just with Messi and Julian Alvarez. And then second is France with, of course, like I said many times, Mbappe, Bradley Barcola, Desire Doué, and Ousmane Dembele. Fourth are England. makes sense. On paper, they're really, really good, but their style of play, if I'm being honest, their style of play isn't the best. I'm just saying it how it is. It isn't, man. They have very, very good players on paper. I said it so many times. They're very, very dangerous on paper. But their style of play, man, isn't dangerous. Fifth is Brazil. I mean, I feel like Brazil, honestly, this is a disgrace for them to be fifth. I mean, of course, any national team who finishes fifth is really, really good. Like, you're fifth in the entire world out of like 200 and something countries. But for Brazil, that's shit. That's a shit rating. Brazil should never be below top 3 rating. And if they're ever below top 3 rating, it's because they need to make drastic changes considering they're fucking Brazil, man. And like I said regarding Romario, who made a statement regarding Brazil, and he said, if Brazil build around Neymar Jr. in the 2026 World Cup, and if all the players run and play for Neymar, they're going to win the World Cup. And I agree. If somehow that can happen, if somehow Neymar can stay injury-free, not get injured, play his best in the World Cup 2026, and want to play and want to win, he plays to his full capabilities and to his full potential, and all the players around him, so all the other Brazilian players, they all run for him and they all play for him, just like Argentina did it with Messi in the 2022 World Cup. Brazil are winning the 2026 World Cup by a mile. They're winning easily. But I don't see it happening. Neymar's mentality, Brazil's mentality, I don't see it happening. But if somehow they can make it happen, they're winning the World Cup in 2026 without a doubt. Sixth are Portugal. Portugal are really, really good. This is probably the best Portuguese team I ever saw in the last 25 years, and probably of all time. I mean, they have really, really fucking good players. I don't see them winning the 2026 World Cup because you have Argentina, you have Spain, you have France, you have England, and you have Brazil who are better than them. But these are their best chances in their entire history to win the World Cup is this upcoming World Cup and 2026 World Cup. They have really, really good players. They have not good chances. They have some chances of winning the World Cup if somehow something fucked up happens, like a magical fairy tale happens somehow. They can have chances, but like I said, this is their best team of all time. Portugal never had a better team than they have right now, and these are going to be their best chances in 2026 World Cup. Seventh are Netherlands. Not bad, but hey, seventh are Netherlands. Eighth is Belgium. Ninth is Germany, and 10th is Croatia. So talking about how phenomenal PSG were in this Club World Cup, let me sum up some of their results in the past 4 fixtures in the Club World Cup. So, of course, as you guys know, PSG versus Real Madrid 4-0. Complete domination against Real Madrid. Not against a stupid MLS team. Not against a stupid Saudi pro team. Not against a Portuguese team. Against Real fucking Madrid. They won 4-0. This just proves how great PSG are. And before that, they won 2-0 against Bayern fucking Munich. And not only winning 2-0, but they won 2-0 with 2 players less because 2 of the PSG players got the red cards during the game against Bayern Munich. And they still won 2-0 against Bayern Munich. Crazy, man. And before that, they won 4-0 against Atletico Madrid. Phenomenal team. They were amazing last season. They finished 3rd in La Liga. They played well in the Champions League. And PSG still won 4-0 against them. And before that game, PSG won 5-0 against Inter Milan. Inter Milan, for people who don't know, they played in the final, in the Champions League final against PSG, and they lost. And they lost again against PSG 5-0. Yo, PSG are so fucking dominant, man. Right now, it's an amazing time to be a Paris citizen and to be a PSG fan, man. It's amazing. Enjoy it because it's probably not going to last as long as it did with Real Madrid in 2016, 17, and 18. But hey, right now, it's amazing to be a PSG fan. So in the entire Club World Cup, PSG were fucking dominant. They were phenomenal. And they just fucking destroyed everything. Okay, so guys, I saw this tweet on Twitter. And I'm going to give you my honest reaction and analyze this tweet. So the guy said, Cristiano Ronaldo could genuinely be an elite manager one day. I don't agree. I don't see him being a manager. I don't feel like he has that type of personality. And I don't see him being a manager, let alone an elite manager. And then he went on to say his football IQ is off the charts. His footballing IQ for finishing, for being a poacher, for knowing where to position himself to finish is phenomenal. But altogether, could he play a midfielder? He couldn't play as a midfielder because his IQ for creating plays isn't top level. And then he said, man sees the game 5 steps ahead when it comes to scoring goals, yes, because he always knows where to fucking position himself. He's always well positioned to score a goal because he sees steps ahead of where he should position himself. That I'm giving him his flowers right there. And then he finished off with, I can't remember the last time he was wrong about anything football related. I can. Whenever he said that he deserves the Ballon d'Or, he was wrong right there. So, I mean, that's one time he was wrong. Whenever he said that he's the greatest player on planet Earth, he was wrong right there. Whenever he said that he's the greatest of all time, he's wrong again right there. So he's been wrong many times. And the reason why he's so wrong when it comes to some football-related questions or topics is because his ego takes control. If his ego wouldn't take control, he would know that he's not the greatest of all time and that he doesn't deserve 5 Ballon d'Ors. Next quote is from Jamie Carragher, and he said, it was never a debate. Ronaldo's nowhere near the level of Messi. I agree. I mean, it was never a debate. I said it so many times. And Ronaldo is a phenomenal player, one of the greatest of all time, but he's nowhere near the level of Messi. He's nowhere near it. He then went on to say Ronaldo is one of the greatest goal scorers of all time. I agree. But Messi is the greatest player of all time. And Messi is also the greatest goal scorer of all time. Like Jamie Carragher said, he is one of the greatest goal scorers. He didn't say that he's the greatest goal scorer because we all know that Lionel Messi is the greatest goal scorer of all time. And then he said that Messi is the greatest player of all time. It's not even close. I agree. Like I said so many times, the only players that can compare with Messi or who are somewhat close to Messi is Maradona and Ronaldinho. No one else. So let me give you my thoughts on this next topic. And it says that Kylian Mbappe's lack of defending during games has become a concern for the club. Xabi Alonso wants everyone behind the ball when the team is defending. He wants this to work, says Marca. Is a sports journalist, a soccer journal. Now, should it be a concern, Mbappe's lack of defending? I don't know, because he's still one of the greatest players on planet Earth. He's going to give you so much in attack. He's going to score so many goals. He won the Golden Boot in Europe. He finished the top scorer in Europe. So, I mean, he scored so many goals, and in attack, he's phenomenal. He's one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player on planet Earth right now. But should he defend? I mean, like I said so many times, the only player who is allowed to walk and not defend on the pitch is Lionel Messi. Everyone else needs to defend and needs to walk. Like Jurgen Klopp said, he said, I tell my players, the only player who's allowed to walk and not defend is Lionel Messi. And no one here is Lionel Messi. So run and defend. I agree with Jurgen Klopp on that. I feel like he's right. I mean, only Messi is allowed to walk and not defend. Why? Because, I mean, Messi needs to, first of all, conserve his energy. That's why I get so pissed off when people roast Messi for walking on the pitch, not defending. I mean, broski, do you know the energy he needs? The energy that he needs to execute what he's doing in attack while having the ball, to create plays, to run with the ball, and to finish. The energy that needs is crazy. So he needs to conserve his energy. That's why him walking on the pitch and him not defending is a bigger attribute to the team than if he was to defend and to run when the team doesn't have the ball. Why? Because he would waste his energy in defending, and then when it would come to creating plays and attacking, he would have less energy and less explosiveness to execute to his full potential and to his full level and to his full capabilities and capacities. That's why there's more pros and cons regarding Messi walking on the pitch and not running when defending and not defending in general. There's more pros and cons when Messi does that. And that's a fucking fact. So like I said, Mbappe, he's not Messi. He should defend. He should run more. And he should defend when the team doesn't have the ball. So I understand why Real Madrid would have a big concern regarding Mbappe's lack of defending during games. But still, I mean, Mbappe, I said it so many times, he's the greatest player for Real Madrid. He's by far their best player. He's their main star, Mbappe. And the team needs to be built around Kylian Mbappe if they want to have winning chances in domestic title or the Champions League or whatever. He's their best player by far. But at the same time, he's not Messi. So my thoughts on this next take from a guy on Twitter. He said, Jude Bellingham has mastered the art of looking busy on a football pitch. The casuals love it. The analytics guys love it. I see through it. He is not elite in any sense of the word. Closer to a Scott McTominay than a Pedri or a Musiala. A 310 on his best day, overrated. I agree 50-50 with this take from a guy. He said Jude Bellingham has mastered the art of looking busy on a football pitch from time to time because he's always there. He's always running. He's always everywhere, but he isn't necessarily having a big impact by just being everywhere. But he's everywhere. So I understand what he meant by he always looks busy, but like it or not, Bellingham is an amazing player, amazing midfielder, phenomenal player. Then he said he's not elite. I mean, Bellingham is an elite player. He is an elite midfielder. I mean, there's no taking away that from him. I mean, he went crazy a bit on this take. He said closer to a Scott McTominay than a Pedri or a Musiala. I agree. He is closer to a Scott McTominay, but he's like a Scott McTominay on steroids, on drugs. He's like way, way better and a way, way bigger level than Scott McTominay, but similar style. He's not like a Pedri or a Musiala, that I agree. A 3 out of 10 on his best day. I disagree completely with this take. He can be a 10 out of 10 on his best performance. He's one of the greatest midfielders on planet Earth. He's top 5 midfielders right now. Maybe after Pedri and Vitinha, maybe he's the best. There's a solid argument to say that he's a third best midfielder on planet Earth, but he's not better than Pedri or Vitinha. A 3 out of 10 on his best day, and then he finished the quote by saying overrated. He is overrated, but he's still really, really phenomenal, really, really good. He's overrated, of course, because he's English and he's a pretty boy, but he is overrated. But the fact remains that he is an amazing, amazing midfielder, one of the most complete, if not the most complete midfielders currently on planet Earth. But like I said so many times, he's not better than Pedri or Vitinha. So my thoughts regarding what Lucho Enrique said earlier, he said, I'd rather have 4 players who score 12 goals than one who scores 40. I agree, because at the end of the day, football is a team sport. It's 11 players against 11 players. You need all 11 players to dominate, to perform in order for your team to win trophies. At the end of the day, football is a team sport. It's not an individual sport. It's a team sport. So your team needs to be amazing if you want to win trophies. He said that, and whenever he said that, Dembele scored 35 goals this season. Barcola scored 21. Ramos scored 19. Desire Doué scored 16. And Kvaratskhelia scored 13 goals. So he was right. He has those players that at the end of the day, they're all going to perform. And it's way better because the team dominates way more when all 11 players play very well. It's like Germany in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil when they won. They didn't have the best player on planet Earth. They didn't have a Messi. They didn't have a Neymar. They didn't have a Cristiano Ronaldo. But all 11 players on the 11 of Germany in the 2014 World Cup were amazing. They're all A-, B+ players. But when you put them together, at the end of the day, it's a team sport. When you put all of them together, it's an amazing team. That's why they destroyed Brazil 7-1 in the semifinals in Brazil. It was pure domination. They didn't dominate against Argentina in the World Cup final, but they did win. So they won against Argentina, they won against Brazil, they won against many major teams, and they just dominated that entire tournament. But again, like I said, Argentina and Messi should have won that World Cup, man. I was fucking pissed, but it just goes to show that when Lucho Enrique said that I'd rather have 4 players who score 12 goals than one who scores 40, that's true. I agree 100% with his take. As a manager, that's what you want. You want a team that performs. You want all your 11 players to play very well. Then just one player who plays amazingly and all the players are playing average. You don't want that. You want all the team to perform. So I agree 100% with Lucho Enrique's take. My thoughts regarding Toni Kroos on Real Madrid. He said, they're missing a player like me. I agree 100%. The problem is that there aren't many like me. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, the main problem at Real Madrid is that they're missing a player like Toni Kroos, like Luka Modric. They're missing a creative midfielder. And if you don't want to take my word for it, Toni Kroos said it. I don't have to add anything to it. He said everything there is to add. Let me drink some water. Okay, so guys, ever since I started my podcast, I don't only talk about football, I talk about many topics, but football, European football is one of my main topics, one of my biggest topics so far. And then, of course, my friends always want to debate with me off camera, when they see me, when I hang out with my friends, when I go out with them. They always want to debate because they see my clips on Instagram, on TikTok. They see my videos on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever. So they always want to debate with me. And then recently, one of my friends made this ludicrous claim. Bro, I was so fucking pissed. I was so fucking agitated when he made this claim. He said that Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal against Juventus in the Champions League is greater than any Messi goal ever. Broski, if you think that Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal is better than any of Messi's goals, you're fucking insane in the brain. You're insane. Seek mental help. Just seek mental help, please, because that doesn't make sense. Messi has at least 10 goals greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal against Juventus. At least 10 goals greater than that goal. On the top of my head, the goal he scored against Athletic Bilbao where he dribbled past 4 or 5 players, that's greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick. The goal he scored against Real Madrid where Busquets just took the ball and just left Messi to go ahead and dribble past Ramos, Pepe, Marcelo, and whoever else. That goal is greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal. The goal Messi scored, the third goal he scored against Brazil in 2012, friendly game against Brazil, that goal is greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick. The goal he scored with Barca, which is the same goal as Maradona, that goal is greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal. What other goal is greater than... the goal he scored against Manchester United, the header, is greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal. The goal he scored against Bayern Munich, where he made Boateng fall to his ass and then he chipped Manuel Neuer in the Champions League. That goal is greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal. His goal against Liverpool, the first leg of the Champions League semi-final, the free kick goal is greater than Ronaldo's Champions League goal. Than Ronaldo's Champions League bicycle kick goal. What other goal is greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal? Just at the top of my head, I named like 6-7 goals better than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal. Now, of course, if I could pull up stats, pull up facts, I could find, again, even 10 goals better than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal. He has at least 20 goals better than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal in the Champions League semi-final, was it, or quarterfinal against Juventus. That goal, don't get it twisted. That goal was phenomenal. It was an amazing goal. But Messi has at least 20 goals greater than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal, man. At least minimum, bro. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Y'all got to chill out with that bicycle kick goal. Amazing bicycle kick. But if we're not lying, Zlatan Ibrahimovic's bicycle kick against England was better than that bicycle kick. And Messi has like 20 goals better than Ronaldo's bicycle kick, man. And just at the top of my head, I named you guys like 7 goals that are better than Ronaldo's bicycle kick goal, man. I mean, chill the fuck out, guys. And I said it so many times, Ronaldo is an amazing finisher, amazing goal scorer, one of the greatest goal scorers of all time, and one of the greatest poachers of all time. But Messi is a way better finisher and goal scorer than Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi has won more golden boots than Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, Ronaldo has more goals than Messi in total, but he's also older than Messi 3 years, 3 years older, 2-3 years older than Messi. Messi has a better goal scoring ratio, has more records that are meaningful, just like the most goals in a calendar year, most goals in a season. 91 goals in a calendar year. That is one of the most fucked up goal scoring records ever. Messi has it. Ronaldo doesn't have it. Messi once scored 50 goals in 38 La Liga games. Ronaldo never did that. Messi has that record. Most goals in a season. Most goals in a calendar year. More golden boots than Cristiano Ronaldo. And many other records that I can't name at the top of my head. But even if we look at a goal scoring ratio, if you look at how many games he played and how many goals, Messi has a better ratio. If you look at how many times he shot and how many times he scored, Messi has a better ratio. Messi is a better goal scorer than Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is an amazing goal scorer, one of the greatest of all time goal scorers. But Messi is the greatest goal scorer of all time, the greatest playmaker of all time, the greatest defender of all time, the greatest goalkeeper of all time, and he's the greatest player of all time. Let's end it right there. Next topic, guys. Message people who trash talk Messi when they lost. Oh, yeah, guys, okay. So I hear so many people trash talk Messi when he lost in the 2014 World Cup. First of all, you guys are fucking dumb. That World Cup, Messi was by far the best player again, just like he was in 2022. In 2018, he wasn't because his team didn't even qualify for the further rounds. Or yeah, they did actually, but they lost against, I forgot who, but they didn't go far in the 2018 World Cup. But still, Messi in 2014 World Cup was the greatest player by far that tournament. By far. They didn't win the World Cup, but every single game, he was by far the best player. In the final, Argentina fucked up. Higuain fucked up. Di Maria, they all fucked up. Only Messi didn't fucked up in the 2014 World Cup. So, message to people hating on Messi's performance in 2014 World Cup. Look at it. Take it deep. Take a deep thought. Look at it well. Make sure it goes deep in your brain because you cannot trash talk Messi. And then in the 2015 Copa America, he brought Argentina to the final. The entire tournament, Messi was phenomenal. He was amazing. He was outstanding. Again, the team let him down. 2016 Copa America, he was phenomenal the entire tournament. In the final, the team let him down. I was there live watching the final against Chile again, and they lost in the Centenario. But again, the team let him down. Messi was amazing that tournament. The entire tournament, he was the best player. He was phenomenal. So people trash talking him for those 3 years, for those 3 tournaments are fucking bonkers. Seek mental help because there's no reason for you to trash talk Messi in those 3 tournaments. He was by far the best player. He did the most he could. He couldn't do anything more. Like I said, football is a team sport. If only one player performs to his full capacities, which is the greatest player on planet Earth, you cannot win the World Cup. You cannot win the Copa America. You have to have the entire team playing because it's 11 players versus 11. It's not 5 players against 5. It's not 4 against 4. It's not like NBA. It's not like basketball. It's 11 players versus 11 players on a 100-yard pitch, 100 to 50-yard pitch on a big pitch. So you need all players to perform. I don't know if I ever said it on a podcast, but MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, in 2015, and just all together, is the greatest attacking trio of all time. It's the greatest attacking trio of all time. I see people comparing MSN to BBC, Bale, Benzema, Cristiano. There's no fucking comparisons to be made. It's not even close. I mean, BBC was really good. There were, well, pause, big pause right there. But Bale, Benzema, Cristiano were a real good attacking trio, but they weren't close to MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Man, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, that attacking trio never happened, will never happen again. That attacking trio is the greatest attacking trio of all time, and it will never happen again, and it never happened in the past. And there's no debate between MSN and BBC. There's no debate. Messi, Suarez, Neymar are miles ahead. Benzema, Bale, and Cristiano Ronaldo, miles ahead, man. There's no debating it. Okay, so like I said so many times, the 2 greatest teams of all time, the greatest 11s of all time, is Barca 2015 with Lucha Enrique and Barca 2011 with Pep Guardiola. In my opinion, I prefer Barca 2015 because they're more attacking and it's Lucha Enrique, their style of play. I prefer Lucha's style of play than Pep Guardiola's style of footballing play. But Barca 2015 had the greatest attacking trio of all time, but Barca 2011 had the greatest midfield trio of all time. And then if you consider Messi as one of the midfielders for Barca 2011, because how Barca played in 2011 is they had 3 midfielders, right? They had Iniesta, Busquets, and Xavi, but then they had Messi as a false 9, and then David Villa and Pedro. So in a way, if you consider that diamond as all midfielders, so Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets, if you consider them as like a diamond midfield, that's the greatest diamond midfield of all time. And Jesus Christ, Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. Holy fucking shit. So, but like I said, if you just consider Iniesta, Busquets, and Xavi, that's the greatest midfield trio of all time. So Barca 2011 had the greatest midfield trio of all time, but Barca 2015 had the greatest attacking trio of all time with fucking Messi, Suarez, Neymar, man. But yeah, let's compare all total 11 of Barca 2015 versus Barca 2011. So in goal, Barca 2015 had Ter Stegen. Barca 2011 had Victor Valdez. Victor Valdez, I feel like he's better than Ter Stegen. Then in defense, Barca 2011 had Dani Alves, Mascherano, Piqué, and Abidal. I mean, Puyol, Piqué, and Abidal. And then Barca 2015 had Alba, Mascherano, Piqué, and Alves. I feel like Barca's 2011 defense is better than Barca 2015's defense. And then in midfield, Barca 2015 had Iniesta, Busquets, and Rakitic. Barca 2011 midfield had Iniesta, Busquets, and Xavi. Rakitic replaced Xavi when Xavi, he was still there, but that was his last year and he was too old to start, so Rakitic was starting. That midfield, it's Barca 2011. The midfield is better. And then in attack for Barca 2015, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, the greatest attacking trio of all time. And the Barca's attacking trio in 2011 was Pedro, Messi as false nine, and David Villa on the left wing, Pedro on the right wing. For Barca 2015's attacking trio is better than Barca's 2011 attacking trio. So goalkeepers for Barca 2011, defenses for Barca 2011, midfield is for Barca 2011, but the three up front, it's for Barca 2015. Then also, let's talk about Barca's 2009-11. They had Victor Valdez in goal, Silvinho on the left wing, Piqué and Yaya Toure as center backs, Puyol on the right back. So technically it was Puyol center back with Piqué and then Dani Alves. But, or didn't, Dani Alves didn't play that year, right? No, he was there. He was there for Barca. He was. But yeah, so if Dani Alves wasn't playing, they would put Puyol on a right back position and Yaya Toure, they would put him down as a center back, which in my opinion, that's a big, big L. You don't put Yaya Toure as a center back. He's one of the greatest defensive midfielders of all time and one of the greatest midfielders of all time. I understand they have Busquets, but still I would find a way to put Busquets and Toure because I would put Busquets and Toure. Those two would complement each other so perfectly. Toure as more like the physical player, running, defending, attacking, also running with the ball, scoring goals, and Busquets as the footballing IQ genius, the mastermind, fucking the genius on the ball, technical, and then Iniesta, Xavi, Hernandez. So in 2009, they had Busquets, Iniesta, Xavi again in midfield, and up front on the right wing, they had Messi. At striker, they had Samuel Eto'o, and on the left wing, they had Thierry Henry. So, in my opinion, I feel like Barca 2015 is the greatest Barca of all time. And then second, you know what, fuck it. Barca 2011 is the greatest Barca of all time. Barca 2015 is the second greatest Barca of all time. And Barca 2009 is the third greatest Barca of all time. But what's fucked up with Barca, and that's why I understand when Hassan said, I still disagree, but when he said that Barca is the greatest club of all time, I still think it's Real Madrid, like it or not. I mean, they have fucking 15 Champions League. They're the kings of Europe. Barca only have 5 Champions League, so it's a huge difference. But if you take those three teams are not only the 3 greatest Barca teams of all time, they're the 3 greatest 11s of all time, the 3 greatest teams of all time. That's how fucked up Barca are. That's how fucked up. So that's why I understand Hassan's logic behind Barca are the greatest club of all time. So I have this next quote take from Pep Guardiola, and he said, if Messi, and I'm quoting him right now, he said, if Messi returns to Barcelona, believe me, the whole world will feel it. I agree, man. And then he went to say it will be magical. And let me add, he'll be fucking phenomenal. It will be sensational, man. He said he'll lead the team again. He will. I mean, yes, there's Lamine Yamal, there's Rafinha, there's Pedri. But like I said in the beginning of the episode, Messi is still the greatest player on planet Earth. And not only that, I mean, he's the greatest player of all time. And if he joins Barca somehow, I don't see it happening, but if somehow it happens, we all know Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Pedri, whoever currently at Barcelona, they're going to be kneeling in front of Messi and they're going to be following Messi and they're all going to be running and playing and defending just so Messi can produce his magic on the pitch. And then he went on to say it will be magical. He'll lead the team again. Lamine Yamal on the right, Rafinha flying forward, but make no mistake, they'll play under his shadow, even the biggest stars. Like I said, that's a fucking fact. Even Pep Guardiola knows it, one of the greatest managers of all time. Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, Pedri, you name it. They'll all be under Lionel Messi's shadow. Even now at 38 years old, Messi is fucking Messi, man. Forget about it. And then he went on to say, no one benches Messi. He starts. That's a fucking fact. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your reputation is. I don't care how much success you have. You don't bench Lionel Messi. No one has the balls. No one has the credibility to bench Lionel Messi. He said he starts always. This man has sealed football. Football is Messi. I'm sorry, but it's a fucking fact. He has nothing left to prove. That's true. He completed football. He won everything. I mean, he's just doing side quests right now. He's just having fun. He completed football. And if I might add, yes, winning their World Cup like sealed, because if he never would have won the World Cup, I mean, he wouldn't have completed football technically. But even if he would have never won the World Cup, ever since 2011, Messi is considered as the greatest player of all time. So, I mean, everything he won from 2011 to 2025 now, he won more Ballon d'Ors, he won Champions League, he won the World Cup, he won 2 Copa Americas, he won the Finalissimo against Italy. That just cements him as the greatest of all time even more. But ever since 2011, he's the greatest of all time. But yeah, he's completed football. He has nothing left to prove, he went on to say, and then everything he's done is etched as miracles in the history books. GOAT. Simple as that. Okay, so people who know football know that all football teams, big football teams, they have hooligans who cheer for the team. But in Italy, especially in Serie A, they have like this culture of they have hooligans, but I don't know if they're associated with the mafia. Maybe some hooligans are, maybe some aren't. But hooligans in Serie A have big power. Now, let me explain in what sense. Whenever the team is playing bad, let's say AC Milan, a historical club, one of the greatest clubs of all time in European football, when they play bad, let's say 3 games in a row, they have to go see the hooligans, and the captain has to explain to the hooligans and to the main hooligan leader. Every hooligan team, they have like the main leader, and they have to explain to him and to others why the team is playing badly. So in a way, they're like submitted to him. They're not fully submitted to him or to the hooligans, but just the fact that they have to prove themselves and that they have to explain themselves to the hooligans, I don't know how I feel about it. I have mixed emotions. I understand at the end of the day, football without fans is nothing. I mean, it's nothing money-wise, culture-wise, enjoyment-wise, excitement-wise. It's nothing without us, without fans, right? It's nothing. But at the same time, I mean, does the team have to explain to the hooligans why they're playing badly? Maybe it's out of fear. Maybe it's out of respect. Maybe it's out of love. I'm not sure. But if it's out of fear, that fucking shouldn't be happening. I'm sorry, but you guys are fucking mafioso. We're a professional soccer team. We have nothing to do with you guys. But if it's out of respect and out of love for their fans, and the fans, and some of the fans just so happen to be mafia people who are part of the mafia, you know what, that happens. I mean, even mafiosos, they still watch football in Italy and they still have their main team. So if it's out of love and respect for the fans, why not? I mean, if it's part of the culture, I understand. But if it's out of fear because they're mafia members, I'm all against that, man. But I know AC Milan, like I said, Gennaro Di Tommaso, known as the Corpse, is the leader of Napoli's Ultra. He once caused the 45-minute delay to the Coppa Italia final in Rome between Napoli and Fiorentina because he was upset about a Napoli's fan's death. Now I understand that's sad, but just the fact that he's able to cause a 45-minute delay in the Coppa Italia finale, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like he shouldn't be having that much power, that much influence over big professional teams like Napoli. And that, I mean, I don't feel like that should be happening. In the end, Gennaro, who's the Corpse, the leader of the Napoli's Ultra, agreed. Like, just this fact, in the end, Gennaro agreed to let the game begin. Who the fuck is he to decide if the game gets to get played and when it gets to start? I mean, broski, you're a fan. I understand. You're the main leader of the Ultras, but you shouldn't have that influence or that power to decide when the game starts and to decide if the game should be played. I mean, you shouldn't have that power, in my opinion. He agreed to let the game begin after Napoli's captain at the time, Marek Hamšík, pleaded with him. He was thanked by the Italian league president and the players, showing he is a true leader. Now, what Marek Hamšík did was he did prove he was a true leader. But my main point is that people like Gennaro Di Tommaso, who are the leaders of the ultras of the hooligans in Italian league, they shouldn't have that power. Only in Serie A do they have that sort of culture. Maybe it's part of the culture. I don't know, but still I feel like it's wrong a little bit. Because I know in England they have big hooligans, big fans, and they don't have that sort of power, that sort of possibility to dictate the game that much. But fuck, man, I think that's too much. But hey, Marek Hamšík did prove that he was a true leader. I just want to say happy retirement to Ivan Rakitic. He was a phenomenal midfielder for Barcelona and for Croatia. I have some Croatian blood through my grandparents. He's ending his career. He's 38 years old, 37, 38. He's ending his career. He was born in Switzerland. He, of course, born in Switzerland to Croatian parents. That's why he played for Croatia. He was, for people who know, a central midfielder or an attacking midfielder, but he was a workhorse. Ivan Rakitic was a workhorse. We all know it. He started his club career at Basel at the age of 17. He won the Swiss Cup, and he won the Swiss Young Player of the Year. Then he went to Schalke from 2017 to 2011. He was an important creative midfielder. At Schalke, he was a very good creative midfielder. I watched highlights, I watched game. He reached the DFB Pokal final in 2010, and then he went at Sevilla, where he played very, very well at Sevilla from 2011 to 2014. He became team captain in 2013. He led Sevilla to UEFA Europa League title in 2013-14 season, and he was the man of the match in the final versus Benfica. And then he joined FC Barcelona in 2014. He joined for 18 million. He replaced Cesc Fabregas, and he replaced, in a way, Xavi Hernandez. He took his place, but he also took the number of Cesc Fabregas, the number 4, which Cesc Fabregas was wearing at the Barcelona. And I just want to say that when Cesc Fabregas left Barcelona and joined Chelsea, he was phenomenal at Chelsea. Cesc Fabregas is a phenomenal midfielder. Now, at Barcelona, the problem with Cesc Fabregas at Barcelona wasn't him, it was Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola was playing Fabregas as a false nine. Fabregas is not a false nine. He's a central midfielder. He's a creative midfielder. That's Fabregas' role. That's why when he joined Chelsea as a central midfielder, as a creative midfielder under Jose Mourinho, that's why they won the league in 2015. He was fucking phenomenal. Maybe their best player, him and Eden Hazard with Diego Costa, Nemanja Matic, Willian, Oscar, and all the other players. They were all phenomenal, but he was one of their main players, one of their key players. And he was by far their main creative midfielder. He was phenomenal. So yeah, back to Ivan Rakitic. He joined from Sevilla. He became one of the key members of the treble-winning squad. He was part of the starting 11. He played every single game as a starting 11, besides Busquets, Iniesta, and below Lionel Messi. He won the Champions League, won the title under Luis Enrique. He scored in the Champions League final. He scored the first goal against Juventus. He won the Champions League, the La Liga, Copa. He won 1 Champions League with Barcelona, 4 La Liga titles, and 4 Copa del Rey titles. After being at Barcelona from 2014 to 2020, he returned to Sevilla from 2020 to 2024, helped win the Europa League again in 2022 and 23 season. He was a veteran leader. Then after that, he went to Al-Shabaab. I don't even want to talk about Al-Shabaab. It's a team in Saudi Pro League. It's a shit-ass team, we all know. He then went to play for Hajduk Split, a team in Croatia, and then he played like 30-something games, and then he ended his career right there. He was phenomenal, especially at Barcelona. The first 2-3 years, he was a real good midfielder. He was had a big impact, and was one of the key players for Barcelona's treble-winning season in 2014-2015. Career honors, he went to the World Cup final with Croatia. He was the second most important player at Croatia after Luka Modric in the 2018 World Cup. He went to the final. He was amazing the entire tournament. The entire World Cup tournament, he was amazing. The second best player after Luka Modric. He won the Champions League, like I said, 4 La Liga titles, 4 Copa del Rey titles. He won the UEFA Super Cup. He won the FIFA Club World Cup. And he won 2 UEFA World Cup, UEFA Europa Leagues with Sevilla. And like I said, he finished second in the 2018 World Cup. Won silver at the FIFA World Cup in 2018, and was one of the main players. So for people who know, Luka Modric is leaving Real Madrid. He's joining AC Milan. He's old. He's basically 40 years old. He's one of the greatest midfielders of all time. Like I said, there's Xavi, there's Iniesta, there's Zidane, and just below them, a little bit below them, is Luka Modric. He's right there, one of the greatest midfielders of all time, the greatest ex-Yugoslavia player of all time, the greatest Eastern European player of all time, not the greatest European player of all time, the greatest Eastern European player of all time, and he was phenomenal, man. And also he was the most decorated player in Real Madrid history with 28 trophies in 13 years. He had a total of 597 appearances, 43 goals, 95 assists. He won the Champions League 6 times, and every time they won the Champions League, he was one of their main players, except last season, he didn't start. He won the La Liga 4 times, won the Copa del Rey twice. 5 times did he win the FIFA Club World Cup. 5 times did he win the UEFA Super Cup. 5 times he won the Supercopa de España. Once he won the FIFA International Cup. He won a Ballon d'Or in 2018, which was well deserved. Many haters are going to say that he didn't deserve the 2018 Ballon d'Or. They're going to say that, Ronaldo deserved the 2018 Ballon d'Or. And even as a Messi fanboy, big Messi fanboy, even Messi didn't deserve the 2018 Ballon d'Or. The 2018 Ballon d'Or is for Luka Modric, and he deserves it 100%. He won also in 2018 FIFA the Best, which is like winning the Ballon d'Or, but it's a gift from FIFA. It's a trophy from FIFA. He won 2018 UEFA Best Player in Europe, and he won the 2018 FIFA Ballon d'Or, meaning he was the best player in the FIFA 2018 tournament, which, he was. Even though he didn't win the final against France, even though he didn't win the FIFA World Cup, he was still the best player of that tournament. Okay, so my thoughts on Nico Williams staying at Athletic. I was 100% sure that he was going to join Barcelona. And if I'm being honest, Nico Williams, you fucked up, man. You should have joined Barcelona, because the next 5 years, Barcelona are going to win so many trophies. They're going to be so fucking dominant, and they're going to make history with Lamine Yamal, Pedri, and all these players. You could have easily joined them and be a starting player on the left wing. You would have had your position. Rafinha would have been an attacking midfielder, Lamine Yamal on the right side, and you on the left side. You guys would have completely dominated. You and PSG would have completely dominated European football, and you guys would have won so much. But you decided to stay at Athletic Club. Like you said, you had to listen to your heart. It's your decision. At the end of the day, it's your decision. You decided to extend your contract. In my opinion, you shouldn't have done it, but I understand it's your decision. But it would have been fucking phenomenal if you would have joined FC Barcelona, man. That would have been crazy, man. So let me give you all the information regarding his contract extension details. So the duration extended from 2017 to June 30th, 2035. So it's an 8-year extension. You're staying until 2035. So for the next 10 years. So you're basically, the rest of your entire career is going to be at Athletic, which you're a phenomenal player, man. You shouldn't be playing Athletic. You should be playing in Champions League teams and teams who play in the Champions League, because you're one of the greatest players on planet Earth and one of the best left wingers on planet Earth. Release clause increased by over 50%, up from around 60 million to roughly 90 million. Salary estimated 8 million net per season, rising to 10 million. So right now, you'll be the highest paid player in Athletic history, which you deserve. You're going to be paid 10 million euros per year. Athletic said the deal is a resounding success. Of course, for them it is. And shields against interest from top European clubs like Barcelona and whoever else. Nico Williams declared, when you have to make decisions, for me, what matters most is the heart. I am where I want to be. This is my home. So I guess he went more emotional on this and less rational. He went more with, I feel like this is my home. I feel like these are my people and this is my club, so I want to stay here with them. If he would have went more rationally, honestly, I would have joined Barcelona. Fuck the emotion side. Fuck all of that. I have a career. I have trophies to win. And I'm joining Barcelona just so I can win those trophies. And even if you would have joined Barcelona, maybe you would have had winning Ballon d'Or chances in 5 to 10 years. Maybe. You never know. If you would have had a season where you would have went fucking crazy with Barca and you would have won the Champions League and the league, domestic title, whatever, maybe you could have won the Ballon d'Or. But now, you staying at Athletic Club, it's never going to happen, man. You're never going to win the Ballon d'Or at Athletic Club. And then impact on Barcelona and other clubs. Barcelona felt shocked and angry, which I understand. They were pretty confident that they were going to sign Nico Williams upon learning the extension. They believed they had reached terms with him until 2031, and they were baffled by it. They couldn't believe it that he resigned, but hey, it happens in football. Other clubs showed interest, like Bayern Munich and Arsenal were also reportedly interested, but deterred by the new terms. So all the information is regarding the contract. It ends on June 30th, 2035, 8-year extension. Release clause, a $90 million release clause, over 50% increase. He has a salary of 8 to 10 million net per season. The club statement said that it's a resounding success regarding its future of the club. Player statement, he said, "This is my home." He showed emotional loyalty. Barcelona's reaction to the contract extension, shocked and angry, I understand. Economic impact, strong fiscal boost to Biceza. I understand. Let's do a couple more. Should I do this right now? Takes and quotes? There's 20 of them. Maybe I could keep this for another episode. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it like that. I'm going to end the episode right there on the contract extension of Williams. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you follow, you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share, you write a comment, you hate on me. I don't mind you people hating on me. But that was it for this episode. This was ADP number 86. Football, European football. Peace out.